Hey, Wagwan guys, welcome to another great episode of Bourbon Jamaican. You got Brady the Great dropping nukes. We're back in full effect. Today we got a little bit of something out of Old Forester, and it's the 117 series. These have been around for some time now. It's a lot of good stuff coming out with these. I think we've had a bunch of different ones so far, courtesy of Brady.
Yeah, we've definitely had a few. I was gonna say the most recent, but there's one that's come out since this one. As soon as 2025 started, Old Forester released this new 117 series. It's called Warehouse Eye Barrels. Everything in this blend came out of Warehouse Eye, but they're at least 11 years old, and it's 95 proof. So on those stats, I mean, it's basically birthday bourbon. So I saw they had them at the distillery, and they sell them in 2-packs. They're $65 per bottle, so 130 plus tax for the 2-pack. So I text my buddy that works across the bridge, and he drove over to Old Forester and grabbed the 2-pack, and we split it. And then a couple weeks ago, they came out with the batch 2 of the 1910 Extra Old, so that's the newest one right now. But yeah, I've had a couple pours out of this already.
I can tell.
But I was curious what you guys thought. I even compared it to birthday bourbon at the house just to see how it compared.
We could have brought a birthday barrel so we could compare it too.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
It's nobody's birthday.
Well, we had a belated birthday last month or 2 months ago.
The nose is awesome.
Yeah.
It's like banana bread and like I get a cherry. I know you said that before we turned the camera on. I get a nice cherry.
My first initial smell was in just all cherry.
Yeah.
Which I haven't drank bourbon. Well, no, I drank that single barrel on Super Bowl, but
Yeah, this one is pretty. I smell a lot of caramel. What's the proof on this?
95.
It's the nose is giving it a lot higher proof.
I think the nose is smelled at like 90. Like as soon as I smelled it, like it's got that dark charish kind of back on the nose. You know what I mean? It hits you like the smokiness of it. It's not so much.
It smells old.
Yeah, I'd say that's
It's got
accurate.
like a rich oak. It's really strong for being 95 proof. Like you said, it almost burns your nose a little bit. But it's got really good, it's got a really nice nose on it.
So I already dipped into mine. So like the burn is crazy off the initial sip. It's almost like a rye burn.
Yeah.
Just right off the bat, but then it just kind of disappears. It doesn't really linger or stick around, but then you start salivating and you start getting them different notes. It's opening up.
So the first time I had this, I thought the same thing. I was like, why is it hot for 95 proof? And the more I've tried it, the more I don't think it's a heat. It's like a
Spice.
It's sharp. It's almost like a marker, like a Sharpie marker. Like if you smell, like take the cap off a Sharpie and smell it. That's kind of how it tastes when it hits your tongue. It's sharp. It kind of feels like an ethanol, and it's kind of spicy, but it just kind of like burns on the tongue.
Yeah.
Full disclaimer: don't go sniff a Sharpie, guys.
Yeah, but I don't like the finish on this one, just because it's like I love double oak and the oakiness, but it's like too bitter. So it has a real bitter finish,
So hear me out.
Well, this ain't double oaked either.
which is crazy. It's
Yeah.
pretty dark.
It's got a mint to it. I get that the awkwardness on the back end is the mint for me.
I see that.
Yeah.
If you exhale after you drink it, it's almost refreshing.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah. Like I
Like a
can't
mint.
remember the damn little box of mints, what they're called. Can't remember.
Well,
It's
like
from
ice
my
breakers?
childhood. No, it's from my childhood, not yours.
That's why I said, oh, as soon as you said that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it gives that it's nowhere near a Maker's Funk, right? But it has like a linger funk there, right?
Yeah.
And obviously we can't really explain that funk through the phone or camera or anything, but
Right.
like it's got like a minty funk on the back end, like it's set on a piece of wood for a barrel. You know what I
11
mean?
years.
And just sat there.
Right.
So it's 11 years old?
It is 11 years.
I didn't know that. I don't think that we shouted that out.
I think Brady broke it down.
So it's 11 years, 95 proof, and
That's why I was
65
saying,
bucks.
right, so that's why I was saying I compared it to birthday bourbon, because birthday bourbon's always 10 to 12 years and they're 90 to 107 proof.
Yeah.
But I'll say I was very disappointed with this. A lot of people say because of Old Forester climate controlling their rick houses, they heat cycle them is what they call it.
Yeah.
So even though it's cold outside right now, they'll turn the heater on for a few days and then turn it off to force it to feel like it's summertime and
And it's
wintertime.
aging quicker, right?
Yes, exactly. Rather than summer, it goes through, I don't know, like 3 or 4 summers in a year instead of one is what they're going for.
So
And a
they're
lot of
force
people,
ripening it.
right, so a lot of people say because of that, it's over oaked and it gets bitter as it gets older. And I don't really get that with any of the birthday bourbons, but I do on this. This is the first time I've ever had an Old Forester where I said this is bitter, this is over oaked.
Yeah,
It-
I agree.
I think, every time I drink this, I think, man, I wish it was higher proof because it's really thin. But I think if it was higher proof, it would be even more bitter and dry,
Yeah,
is the problem. I think that this is not a great release. I think they should have put these barrels in Old Forester 100 proof instead, because I'm
It's kind of
disappointed.
like I said there. That it's almost like they're mass producing the series and the checklist and it being obtainable to complete the list. Right, is almost getting out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, they used to only do like 2 of these a year, and now they're doing about 4 a year.
Yep.
So they did this one and the 1910 Extra Old both, or this one January, the beginning of February was the 1910 Extra Old. In June, they're going to have a 10-year bottled and bond rye, which I'm pretty excited
That would be
for. 'cause
interesting,
I
yeah.
really like their rye, and with it being 100 proof, that would be pretty sweet. And then after June, the next one that comes out is going to be December, and it's going to be 130 proof bourbon.
That's probably
Which will
the
probably,
highest
that'll probably be pretty good too, but I don't know. These are a big gamble.
Yeah.
We had the bottled and bond a while ago that was really good. We had the High Angel Share that was good. I didn't like the rum one at all.
Yeah.
I don't like the 1910 Extra Old or the Extra Old. Not a fan of those. A lot of these are hit or miss in my opinion.
But just looking at the color in the bottle, like it's like dark and it just
Yeah.
looks very interesting. But it lacks complexity and it doesn't have any character to it. It's just like you get that burn, that bitterness, and that's it. There's not. The nose is probably the best
The
part.
nose is great. It's
Yeah,
kind of
the
like
nose.
1924,
Yeah.
where the nose is awesome and the palate's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
But guys, if you made it this far in our video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Returning viewers, we do appreciate it. Quick reminder, we're trying to hit that 1,200 mark this year. We're at what, 6 something or 7 something, 760.
760.
So-
I mean, simply put, don't let Torah be the only one that comment, guys.
Shout out to Torp, man. You've been
Yeah.
super.
Torah's looking for somebody to communicate. Show us some love, baby.
That's right. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I look forward to bringing you some more good stuff. Again, 95 proof, 65 bucks. There's something for everybody. It might be somebody's cup of tea, I would say.
Just not ours.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks.